What's up guys, it's Zero here. Today we're talking about GTA 6 and an update on the release date of this highly anticipated title. Let's get into it. So guys, we've been awaiting the official release date for Rockstar's probably the most hyped game of all time. I mean, it's arguably the most hyped. I think it is really, at least in my lifetime, from what I've seen in terms of gaming releases and anticipation and hype behind a game. I've never seen anything like this for a title. GTA 6 is sure to be, I mean, the biggest game in the world without question, but also, I mean, there is just so much content here to take in as we get closer to finding out not only release dates, but just what this game is all going to encompass. So let's get right into it, guys. In an article coming to us from John Saavedra of Den of Geek, GTA 6 release date update all but confirms the month the game will come out. So no upcoming video game is demanding as much attention from both the industry and its customers as the long-awaited Grand Theft Auto 6. It's the blockbuster open-world title, which all other studios are setting their clocks to. Don't believe us? Just wait until Rockstar Games finally confirms the game's release date. You'll see other publishers moving their titles out of GTA 6's faster than you can say day one patch. Of course, when that release date might be has been the subject of much speculation for years. You could basically call GTA 6 release date speculating an industry unto itself, one that's fed many YouTubers, leakers, and scoopers and social media influencers for almost a decade. But if Rockstar sticks to the game's 2025 release window, those folks will have to switch back to making Half-Life 3 release date videos again. Of course, Rockstar confirmed that release window in late 2023 and then went silent for all of 2024, igniting even more speculation and rumors. Some have even said the game could miss 2025 and end up on the 2026 slate for Take-Two, Rockstar's parent company. But Rockstar and Take-Two have recently debunked those rumors, confirming that yes, you'll have your new Grand Theft Auto this year, gamers. We may even finally know approximately when this year the game will finally hit shelves, thanks to another game announcement from Take-Two. So, look guys, I mean, there is absolutely no doubt about it that this is the most anticipated game, I mean, of the last decade. I mean, like, this game has been, like, so anticipated for so long, and so many people are excited about this title and what it all could encompass and what, you know, Rockstar is planning on doing. I mean, everybody within the gaming world is looking at this. Everybody even outside of the gaming world. I mean, it's almost like whenever a Grand Theft Auto title comes out, it's like the entire world knows about it. And so this game is going to absolutely break the internet without question. And I think it's going to be something absolutely massive without question. But the big question though, guys, is, you know, when is this game going to be releasing here in 2025, or is it going to get pushed to 2026? Well, earlier this month, Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick spoke with Variety, confirming to the trade that GTA 6 would definitely arrive in fall of 2025. We've announced a pretty narrow window, so I think our view is that right now. That's fine. And then, when it's appropriate, of course, Rockstar is going to have more to say. I think that, you know, just based on what other game developers are doing, we're seeing a lot more games that are either moving like back to like the summertime of this year, or they're moving past fall, like into, you know, January, February, or further in 2026 to stay well away from GTA 6, because you're going to want to stay away from it. The only game I can even think of that would be able to release around GTA 6 and still have a bunch of people purchase it or play it is Call of Duty. That is the only game I can even think of that no matter when Call of Duty releases, it's got such a ravenous fan base, it is going to have a ton of people purchasing and playing Call of Duty, even if GTA 6 comes out a month or two before or after. And so, that being said, Rockstar hasn't said much of anything since then, but this week, Take-Two made another announcement during a PlayStation State of Play broadcast that signaled when exactly in that fall 2025 window we'll finally get to play GTA 6. During the stream, Take-Two announced that Borderlands 4, another one of its heavy hitter franchises, is launching on September 23rd, all but confirming that GTA 6 won't release in September. Why? Because there's no way Take-Two wants to eclipse another one of its flagship products with the release of what will very likely be the biggest game of the decade. I agree with this, but We also saw this happen back when Titanfall 3 released between Call of Duty and Battlefield 1, another EA title. And so EA decided to release Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 3 around the same time, which made zero sense altogether, making Titanfall 3 an absolute commercial flop. I don't think Take-Two is going to make that, that decision here. They don't want Borderlands to flop for sure, and they know GTA 6 is going to, regardless of when it comes out, it's going to absolutely slam. So I think Borderlands 4 coming out in September, I actually don't love it coming out September 23rd, even if GTA 6 comes out in like October. I just think it's still too close. But as Kotaku also predicts, that really only leaves an October release date for GTA 6, as a new Call of Duty traditionally releases in November. Again, GTA 6 is a pop culture event unlike any other in gaming, so even a yearly mega franchise should cower in fear at the prospect of launching in the same month as a new Rockstar game. But it also makes sense for Take-Two to give its presumed best-selling title of all time the clearest runway possible, ceding November to Activision's Behemoth. I just think that both of these games, no matter what, guys, I think Call of Duty and GTA 6 they'll be able to coexist. I don't think you can really say that of any other massive juggernaut franchise out there. GTA and Call of Duty are probably like two of the biggest, franchises as a whole of all time. And so them competing against each other is kind of interesting, but at the same time, they're really not, because they both have such a ravenous fan base. I mean, everybody in the gaming world is going to be playing GTA 6. So it's going to outsell Call of Duty 3 times more than likely this year. But Call of Duty, just when we look at year over year, it's like the best-selling game or top selling game every single year. And so I'm not really concerned about either of those titles. Now, there was talk about Battlefield coming out, this year, and that's moving, and they were saying because EA was talking about how they, with all the competition that's going to be out there, that being GTA 6, Call of Duty, they're moving Battlefield to 2026. And that makes sense, because if Battlefield came out and it was going up against GTA 6, I would be pretty concerned. Not that Battlefield is like way lesser of a game than, like, say, Call of Duty. Call of Duty has just been an absolute juggernaut for so long, and Battlefield doesn't have a new release every year like Call of Duty does. So like these two going at it is going to be really interesting, but I think that GTA 6 is going to, be the best-selling game potentially of all time. And so Call of Duty, though, it'd be interesting to see if they end up moving, like say if they we're planning on releasing in November, if they move up a little bit, like in the beginning of the fall or something like that, where they want to be ahead of it instead of behind it with GTA 6. Because if I'm Call of Duty, I don't want to release right after GTA 6. I would want to release before that. Get everybody, especially if I believed in the Call of Duty title coming out, I'd want everybody who's playing COD to play that first, purchase it, get your Xbox Game Pass, whatever it might be. GTA 6, though, is going to absolutely mollywop the entire industry in a number of ways. It's going to be really interesting. But here's another thing, guys. Rockstar also released its last game, Red Dead Redemption 2, in October 2018, which doesn't necessarily mean anything, but the date worked really well for the Western action game. So it makes sense that Take-Two would go back to that playbook again this time around. So, look, GTA 6 is going to be the biggest game on the planet. It is not even going to be close. It will not be close. I mean, at least for a period of time. If the game is not really good, which I think we're all assuming it's going to be an absolutely incredible title, I think it's going to be the biggest game for a long time. I really do. I think, like, when we see the success of GTA 5, this could very well be even bigger than GTA 5, even over the course of time. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 has tens of thousands of people playing it, like streaming it on Twitch. Lots of people still purchasing it. I mean, so GTA 6, guys, there is so much pressure and anticipation on Rockstar to get this thing right, to make it perfect. And I think I fully trust Rockstar. I mean, like, when we just think of their more recent titles, they've crushed it, man. From Red Dead, GTA 5, from LA Noire to Bully to Max Payne to, all these different titles. They do most of the time, their games are absolutely killer. And so I think GTA 6 is going to be absolutely massive. I think it will be a smash success. But it'll be interesting. I think that the fall of this year does make sense, and everything is kind of sounding like they're still planning on releasing it this year in 2025 and not pushing it back to 2026. But let me know, what do you guys think about GTA 6, guys? Are you excited about it? What do you think? Let's have a real conversation about it in the comment section down below. And for more GTA 6 content and videos, keep it right here.